He's fucking guy. I gotta wait for his ass to get on so I can mute him. Smoke weed and get high, talk about that legalized. Smoke weed and get high, talk about that legalized. Smoke weed and get high, talk about that legalized. Yo, it's the TheD420 Show. We about to start, so spark up, kid. Always smoking blunts full of skating. Don't you think your drugs should just be busted instead of paying all that for a dentist? Doing drug shit's busted. Mikey likes it, fucking talking slick. Nail a piece of crazy chicks and tucking a neck and trying to be a street stolen, still the worst. This motherfucker's like a purse. Every dirty trick bang his down, big for all his words. Smoking Joseph from the seat, smoking on the finest street. All the way out to North Cali, representing the Mendo. And A-N-T-L-I-V-E. I know that's me, just how I be. If you can't see, I'm just crazy, so come and smoke here with me. We got the news with the comedy and urban on the street. And when it comes to marijuana shows, yeah, we cannot be weak. So go and grab a Roger and come and have a seat. Because it's time to start the show, and so we do it every week. 420 Show. It's your boy Ant Live, Steve Stoner, and Chubby Dogs. Hey, Chubby, how are you?
Morning. Well, he already muted.
Always, that's motherfucking right. Because when I speak, you shut the fuck up and you listen to me. That it. Ain't all gravy, but you want to start talking shit. Now, I'm going to ask to unmute you, but just keep in mind, I'll mute your motherfucking ass again. You start talking that bullshit the minute you get in.
You know I don't give a fuck about being muted.
You don't got muted again. I done told you. I done told you. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
What I say, OBB? I don't give a fuck about being muted. I get muted all the time. This ain't nothing new. If it was up to us, the rest of the people, you would be muted the whole show. The whole show, you'll be muted.
I think that's the first time you've been muted before the show even started.
Yo, how did I do that? And I was on time today, because usually if I was late, he'll be texting me, yo, where your fat ass at?
Every time.
He'll be all that. But I came early. I don't get no props. I get muted early. That's my reward.
Every time Chubby gets on, he breaks records, cuz.
Yeah. This shit is crazy. I got muted during the intro. I couldn't even sing along. So what's up?
What's going on, cuz?
Chillin', man. Same old shit. You know, just working hard.
Let me share what I'm puffing on. This is called Long Live the King, the Mad Mofo.
Are you really into them cigars? Hard body now, huh?
Dogs. This is my first box. I ain't even gonna lie. Box 10 Coronas, now it's 9 because I'm about to smoke one on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know my shit is guns and cigars. Cigars and guns, dogs. You know what I'm saying? Just got this brand spanking new 43X, you know what I'm saying? Brand spanking. You know what I'm saying? Big difference compared to my 19 and my 17. I mean, oof. All right, so there's a lot to talk about today. There's some stuff, and I was trying to get Mike. I text Mike personally, trying to get Mike. Because check this out. I'm gonna start this off. Because this was a good little freak out, right? So last Thursday, I was talking to you about talking to your family, your parents, leaving New York City. Remember that?
Yeah.
All right, and we had got into a big conversation about that shit, didn't we?
That's right.
So that was Thursday night. And then Saturday, I believe it was Saturday.
That wasn't last week. I don't think we did a show last Thursday. Remember you were sick.
The week before, I think it was.
Yeah.
You might be right, because I wasn't feeling well the other week.
That's right. You thought you were pregnant.
I had my period. I had my period. My water broke.
Nigga thought he was having to go get the old beef. What's that thing?
This nigga don't even know. Now shut up.
Okay, I shut up.
All right. So now Saturday or Sunday, Steve texts me. He texted me about an article that he saw, so we could talk about it, right? So basically, the article was it goes New York City officer shot dead in Harlem. His last name is Rivera, and his partner Mora is in critical condition. So I look at the article, I read it, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy, Steve, and I send it back to him. Now, he's not thinking anything of it, and I'm wondering if he caught it. Like, yo, you didn't peep that? And he's like, what? I said Thursday night we was bullshitting with fucking Chub Dog about, and his parents live in Harlem. He was talking about they didn't want to leave Harlem because they from New York. They shit ain't getting that bad. And as we talk about it, a cop gets shot and killed, and his last name is Rivera, and his partner is Mora. The connection, Chubby, Live, and Mike.
Yeah, of course. I know the connection.
So I was
last name Rivera, and your brother's name Mora.
So I was like, wow, that's funny. That's some freaky shit, right? And Penny was like, oh shit, I didn't even think of it like that.
I think Mora just died.
He just died, yeah. So the both of them are dead.
Yo, did you see the guns that the guy had?
Hey, Mikey.
Michael. He's trying to still come in.
His thing is coming in. So
yeah, he's landing.
Like I was talking about.
He's landing right now, so give him a second. He's coming in.
Hold up.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot.
He's coming in hot. So yeah, but that was crazy, man. Did you see the gun the guy had?
No.
He had the gun and he had a magazine. He had the magazine that went like this for like a Glock or something. It was like a circle.
That 40-round clip, that drum.
That 40-round clip, that drum.
Yeah.
You saw it though, right?
Yeah. That shit, you know, the sad shit is, when I see a criminal with the drum in his Glock or whatever, those extendo mags, that's the first thing everybody want to talk about. Oh, look at those. He's got 1,000 rounds. And I'm looking at these niggas like, yo, dogs, those are novelties. Those shits jam more than they do anything else. So if a nigga's trying to kill me, please give him that 40-round magazine or that 100-round drum, because it ain't gonna cycle all the way through. Trust that.
Yeah, especially when they get hot.
It don't cycle all the way through. Them shits are not, they're garbage, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody with them, you know, everybody think that I got 100 rounds, nigga. I got 100 rounds on chat. Okay, run them.
They, you know, rounds like that are not meant for small guns. They're meant for the bigger guns. Bigger guns can handle it.
Like I said, they're novelties. That's for the range.
Yeah. It did the job though this time.
What happened?
What'd you say?
It did the job though this time.
And like a small magazine would have did the job. I heard that the dude shot them while they were on the floor.
Oh, I don't know, but whatever it was, how many rounds he had, it worked.
So, did you hear about the other partner dying?
Yeah, he died yesterday, right, or the day before?
One of them days he died. He recently died because he was in critical.
Yep.
Crazy shit. They want to be like, yo. So check this out. Now that we just talked about that, you know, like I told everybody the connection, Mikey, about the shit happened in Harlem where Chubby's from, and the Rivera, my last name, that dude was the first one to die, and the second one, Mora, your last name, he died. So I put the connection, right? So now I'm listening to that and I'm going, that's crazy. I don't know what happened to dude. Did he get shot? Did he get arrested? What happened?
Yeah, a third officer shot him.
They killed him.
Yeah.
No, they ain't kept. What you saying when they got to the hospital, they killed him?
No, they killed him in the apartment.
No, they didn't kill him. They shot him, and then they took him. He was in critical condition, and then he in the hospital. He died. Is that what you saying?
No, I heard he was killed in the apartment.
Hey, pull it up. Was he killed in the apartment? I could be wrong. You know what's so crazy? It's right. I was so close to it. Like we heard the helicopters and all that.
Damn.
Like I'm on 120. Because you got to remember, I'm on 121st. It happened on 135th Street.
And your parents still want to live there, right?
Well, I mean, we've been seeing that shit all our lives, though. I mean, we ain't seen it as much. Like back in the day, it was worse than that, man. This shit right here is only like this, and you see it because there's a lot of cameras. Back in the day, it was no cameras, and we had nothing but shootouts. People getting beat up, shot, stabbed, robbed, all kind of shit. Broad daylight with that shit.
Yeah.
Harlem was rough. And you know, you was from the Bronx. I mean, that probably wasn't as wild, but you know, you had your wild moments, man, in your hood.
Yeah. I just know as an adult, there's no way I can raise my children there. Two, just live life, happy,
Yeah, but look, you know, but think about it. You and Live was brought up in the Bronx, right?
Right.
One of y'all turned out to be good. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance.
He died of his injury.
There's a 50% chance you can come out good, and a 50% chance you can come out fucked up. You and Live is prime example of that shit.
I would think my brother came out well also.
You know, that's how the jury's out on that right now.
I haven't even put in my plea. So if you even contemplating whether my shit is tight or loose, I don't know my damn self. But anyway,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude died on Monday of his injuries, so they didn't get to put him down on site. But that's some pussy shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking fat New York City cops. If a motherfucker killed 2 of your peoples, you ain't supposed to arrest him. I don't care what you talk about, nigga. You supposed to treat him like he was a bounty and just bring his head in.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that, but you know, you know, we talked about this a long time ago. Just because you got a gun and you got a badge, when them bullets start coming, it's a whole different ballgame. Like, all that training shit go out the window.
I get that, but what I'm saying is, once a motherfucker start putting bullets in the air, it don't matter whether you're a cop or not a cop. If you got a burner, your duty is to put that motherfucker down, or you gonna get.
Listen, everybody don't think. You know how many cops don't even use their gun?
Oh, I know that.
They're probably only in the shooting range. I mean, so for you to say that a cop has that kind of mentality, you see, that's why when Mike said, did they kill them? I said, they must have killed them in the hospital. Because they ain't going to kill them in broad daylight.
I didn't say the cop has that mentality. What I'm saying is, like you just said, when a motherfucker pull out a gun, it don't matter whether you're a cop or not. So once shots is in the air, as a person, a man with a weapon on you, you're going to be putting rounds back until them should stop coming at you.
Well, that's what he did. He shot him. He shot him. He injured him.
But in the midst of being angry about it, you're going to put a couple of extra holdies while you lay.
Everybody's not built like that, though, man. You're not supposed to be doing that.
Everybody needs to have an inner talk with themselves, because I had an inner talk with myself, and I had that whole this nigga shit.
And I hope that you never come to a point where you got to shoot somebody, man.
You need to. So let me tell you this story. Let me throw out this story because I wrote this one down. So in Houston, 17-year-old boy accused of shooting his girlfriend 22 times. 22 times, nigga. I've been looking on the forums for what gun has 22 bullets in its magazine that's not a drum. And I can't find it. So this nigga had to have reloaded on this little girl. Girl was like, I think she was 16. So check it out. He shot her 22 times and she walked her dog. He was released on bond Wednesday.
Released on bond?
Listen to this. He shot her the week before. He shot her on Tuesday. They grabbed him the week after on a Tuesday. He made big on Wednesday. We almost watched this nigga fall for the New Year.
He almost went down.
They let him go. After one day, they let the nigga out on bail. The judge gives him a $250,000 bail, right? His name was De Leon and her last name was Alvarez. They was boyfriend and girlfriend. She found out he was fucking somebody else. So he tried to meet up with her in the park and then he just shot her ass the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So he's supposed to be due back in court and shit. But I'm just wondering, what the fuck is going on?
Yo.
How does a motherfucker put 22 bullets in a bitch and kills her, and he gets bonded out?
for $250.
Nah, it was like, I think it's 25,000 because it was $250,000 to bond out. So the 10% is 25,000, ain't it?
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
But
Mike, how you been? You at the airport, Mike?
What happened?
You at the airport?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this your normal schedule? You work this late?
No, what? All right. So Thursdays is my heavy day. So, because I'm off Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So Thursdays when I come back, I got so much shit to do. You know, first of all, I get here at 10. If I were to get here at 8, I could probably leave here at a decent time. But since I drive an hour and a half to get here, I get here at 10. And by the time I'm done with my paperwork or whatever, or bullshit, it's 5 o'clock. And then I go check on the crew, and that's when I go outside and push planes and help them out if shit is fucked up. But yeah, it's all good.
Okay.
Is that all right with you, or?
Get him about his
I can't ask to say how you doing.
No, you didn't ask how he was doing, but you asked him specific business about his job. Yo, listen, man, hold that shit down, nigga. You bored?
What you gonna mute me, you fat motherfucker?
That's why I'm asking you if you bored, nigga. Because I'm about to mute
me. Yeah, mute me.
All right, well, where the fuck you go? Now shut up.
Also, I know you're talking about violence. Did you hear about the dude that shot another patient in Jacoby Hospital?
Yeah, he pulled out the gun. They started arguing, and he shot the guy at the hospital.
Yeah, right in the waiting room.
In the waiting room. Yo, I'm telling you, New York is out of control, man.
I bet it was the gun's fault.
Huh?
I bet it was the gun's fault.
Listen, I don't care who fault it is. I don't want to be in a predicament where a shootout starts ringing out. Hey, did you hear about them two? Did you hear about them two guys that shot that 17-year-old kid that was going to his grandmother's house?
That was going where?
Two guys started beefing. And in the process of them beefing, they get into a shootout. 17-year-old was going to his grandmother's house to take her some stuff. And he got shot in the head and died.
Where? And that was in New York too?
Yeah. You heard about the 11-month-old girl? I mean, the 11-month-old baby that got shot? Grazed in the head? Yeah, listen. You get to a point in your life where you don't want to be walking down the street trying to do everything that you possibly can to stay alive, and you get shot because two stupid motherfuckers is up the block acting crazy, or down the block acting crazy.
Yeah, it comes to a point in your life.
Why is that happening? Why is that happening?
I don't give a fuck why it's happening. All I know is that I'm around it.
What do you mean you don't give a fuck? There's a reason why it's happening. It's all this bullshit. It's them little niggas out on bail without being locked up. It's all that bullshit.
That's not what it is. That's not what it is. No, it's not.
It's the same thing.
That's not what it is, man. It can't possibly be that.
It can't be possible. It's not possible that'll let out 6,000 fucking pieces of shit out of prison. And you
can't let you listen. You got one more time to say anything about Obama.
He's a piece of shit.
I'm gonna mute you.
He's a piece of shit. Let me mute me. Hold on.
I'm gonna mute you. Yeah. Listen, you can't listen, Pete. It's not about the guns and all like that. The guns are going to the wrong people. Right, OBB?
Right.
Mike, what you think? The guns is just wounded up in the wrong people's hands, man.
My nigga, that's the stupidest thing to say. That's stupidest shit to say. The guns just winding up in the wrong people's hands. Nigga, when people
I said the guns is winding up. Say it again. The guns is winding up in the wrong people's hands.
Dude, what I'm saying is, if you do not punish people for doing lesser crimes, so if you don't punish me for putting my muddy feet on your white rug when I try to walk in the front door, I'm gonna wipe my shitty ass all over your rug as I go in the house.
You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
That to you, and you know it. But anyway,
no. I'm just saying that in general, man. Listen, I want a gun, but I want it legitimately. And I don't want it because all of a sudden I think I'm motherfucking saved the hero, Spider-Man. I ain't none of that shit.
Can I ask you a question?
Well, let me just say something. When the shit jump off, I just want to be able to protect myself. I don't want to get into the shootout. I want to avoid it. I'm going to run. I'm going to do all that. But if I can't avoid it, I want to be prepared. That's it. There's nothing wrong with that.
Let me ask you, how do you go about getting your gun legitimately?
I can't. Well, first of all, even if I wasn't a convicted felon, and
even if you wasn't, how do you go about getting it illegally?
I'm saying I don't think you got to become a police officer in New York City because the laws here.
This is the stupid
shit.
The
laws here is probably
motherfuckers in New York will sit down and be like, "You got to be a cop or a judge or somebody that makes money." No, you need to go out there and talk to your politicians and vote and say, "Listen, there's too many motherfuckers in this."
You really believe politics work? Do you really believe politics work?
It doesn't work. You think it doesn't? If you don't try, this is what I said. So check this out. So
you don't. You got the Bloods and Crips running the goddamn. You got the Bloods could be Democrats or Republicans, and the other side is the same shit. They're never going to see eye to eye, no matter how good the idea is. It's not set up to. It's not designed for us. When you only got,
why you're on the failing side. That's why we fail. Because people like you go, it's not meant for us. What the fuck do you mean? My dude, it's like you. Check this out. You buy a building. You buy in the building because you want to make money off of the renters, right? But you're a slumlord because you're like, I'm not fixing your shitters. You motherfuckers eat greasy fucking food and you fucking fill the toilet up with your fucking monkey shit, and I'm not gonna pay extra money for plumbers, right? How does that get fixed? You think somebody says, well, it just can't happen, so we'll just overflow our bathrooms? You guys complain. You would look for somebody to complain to. Who would that be? That would be like the city building inspectors and shit, health code. Somebody would try to call them. You would go through steps to try to help your situation, not sit back and say, well, I would like to have a gun legally. So when you're on the floor bleeding from gunshot wounds, you're gonna be like, shit. At that moment, you be thinking, I don't give a fuck if it was legal or illegal. I wish I had a gun. So your choice is, if you want it legally, you gotta go and make the battles in court. You gotta talk to people. If everybody's sitting in the neighborhood saying the same shit, then nothing changes. If everybody gets fed up, they go out there, shit changes. Ain't that how it changed for this crime bill shit? They were tired of motherfucking black people getting all these crazy bids. So they complained and said, yo, you guys got to make it fair. So now they let motherfuckers out on bond and they don't even hold them. So they just commit more crimes. But the thought in the beginning was you're condemning our people to give them more time. It's racist. So they got upset and they try to make moves to make change. And the change happened. You don't think anything else can change?
So you really think politics work?
Okay,
that's the question.
Same answer. Thank you.
That's all I want to know.
No, I guess
that's
not.
all I want to know. Do you really think politics work? Yes or no?
You get out of prison. Politics.
Listen.
Think about that. My nigga, how did you get out? Politics.
Okay.
Your monkey broke your ass.
Listen, I'm not saying that some of the things don't get done like it's supposed to, but it don't work. Politics don't work.
Okay.
You're
living the example. You're living the example.
I'm not a living example.
Okay, so you must have sucked Obama's dick to get out. So you did it. It was a purpose.
I mean, listen. I mean, you can call it what you want. Just because he let me out of jail, because I got let out of jail. You think politics work? Man, this is nothing but a money race. This is nothing. Listen, this is nothing but about money.
They do shit.
And I don't listen. There's nothing that you could have me believe. That politics is working. There's nothing you can say.
Don't worry, I won't sit here to convince you. I'm just letting
everybody. That's right. You wasted your time.
Talking to a wall when it's
because you know what? You sit there and you telling me you voted for Trump.
And what?
Wait a minute. Listen. You voted for Trump. You like Trump. I like Obama. You don't like Obama. You entitled to feel however you want to feel. And the shit don't work. Oh, well, let me say my point. At the end of the day, we could feel how we want to. We could vote how we want to. Politics is never going to work.
My dude,
it's never going to work. It ain't been working. They got a constitution. You know how many amendments they got to a goddamn constitution that don't benefit us in no kind of shape, form, or fashion? Think about that shit for a second.
But now think about what you just said. There's a lot of politics that are against you. You should be voting with people who think just like you.
Exactly.
You should do research and your due diligence and figure out there's somebody that's speaking just like you who needs a voice, who has a voice that can't be heard because they can't be voted. You haven't voted them in because you're naive to think that you, not just you, but you and a million other people are naive to think that, oh, there's no way we can do anything. But if you all guys got together, not just black, white, but people with your vision and your same, ideas and your attitudes, we can overcome all this bullshit.
I don't believe that. That I don't believe.
Yes, you do believe it because you're seeing it. Yeah, you do. You're just naive and lazy to go out there and voice it.
No, you know what? Because I'm in the process of still trying to get my life together. I don't have time to be fighting other battles that should have been fought. Wait a minute, listen. They should have been fought before I even got to this point. And where I'm at in my life, I understand you're right. I should get all of us together and all this other stuff and do all the things. And yeah, I agree with you on that. But there's people out there that's actually making the moves. I might not be one of them, and I might not know who's making the move. But trust me when I say there's somebody that's in my boat that's making moves ain't going to be heard. Because they're not going to let that shit happen. It's the same way with this vaccination shit. You know how many doctors get on the goddamn web and say, take the vaccination, we recommend it, we recommend the booster, but they will not let a motherfucking doctor get up there and say, don't take that shit. I'm telling you, don't take it. Have you seen that anywhere on the internet?
You have, and those videos have gotten pulled down.
Yeah, you get pulled down, but the other one, listen, at the end of the day, if I was to try to speak and get everybody together, man, you know what they'll do? They'll plant some shit on me, and I'll go right to jail. I won't even pass go. You know why? Because they will never want to let somebody like me, with my attitude and the way I feel and the way I see politics, become a power in this already situation that these two niggas they never gonna figure out. Never.
So 5 years ago, there was a black girl from Brooklyn that was trying to come out with the hood party. That was the message that she started. She went out to OPEC. She was out in OPEC and they interviewed her. They interviewed her, why? Because she was a black Democrat. When they interviewed her, she was like, listen, I'm not into what these Democrats are trying to be pushing on us. They promise us everything and they give us nothing. I don't want to be a part of a Democrat party, nor do I want to be a part of the Republican Party, nor do I want to be a part of the Libertarian Party. I would like to start our own party. People like me, they don't have to only be black. Maybe they could just be inner city people that are low income people. Well, I would like to call it the Hood Party. She was like, I want to make it the Hood Party. Now, they did the interview. After that, I guess they ran up on her to suppress her. And how I was thinking, and I was just thinking about this recently, because I was starting to look for her, but I don't remember her name. So I believe they went up to her and gave her a job and on all this bullshit so that she could stop running and doing what she was promoting. But nonetheless, she had a platform at a moment, and people could have turned around and chose to be a part of that. Now, a lot of the different videos and different shows that I listen to aren't the CNN and liberals. These guys, they're the other way. So I can still see different things on maybe this girl and the people that she was running with and people with those ideas. But the bottom line is, like Mike was saying, if you sit back and don't do nothing and just say, listen, I'm trying to get my life together. While you're trying to get your life together, the whole purpose that I'm saying, I'm not telling you to go to D.C. and march, my cuz. I'm not telling you that. But you can write a letter to your congressman like you used to write prison jail letters. Just write a letter every week. Write a letter every week. It bothers them. They don't want to hear that shit. And you're trying to get your rights back.
No, but you know what? The thing, I hear you, cuz. But at the end of the day,
I'm saying that's
not. But right now, that's not important to me.
So
these are things that
you just said you want.
Listen. I would love to be able to carry legitimately. I agree, but it's not important to me right now. This moment in my life,
because nobody's got a gun in your face. But the minute a nigga got a gun in your face, you're gonna be like, "Fuck."
I mean, listen. You know what? I haven't had a gun in my face in
a while.
for a good while.
But
So
it's happened.
but you know what? Don't let me listen. I've had guns in my face many a times. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, I haven't got to the point where I had a gun in my face since I've been home. I work. I live a different lifestyle, and I walk away from a lot of stupid shit. So when I see the stupid shit happening, I see it. I know it's coming. Guess what? I go this way. If it's that way, I go this way.
You missed the time on the highway where the cops pulled their guns out on you. You did so have guns to your face.
Yeah, that was recently. That was what, 2 years ago? Shit. You know.
Then you came home.
And you know what was so crazy? I had just literally got on parole, man. I couldn't believe it. I just got on parole. OBB, I got on parole Wednesday. Here it is Monday, and I got cops pointing guns at me. Cops. I couldn't believe it. I was like, I just got off just to get off of paper and have that situation happen. You know what? In all reality, that was God saying, "Okay, you act stupid. I can take it away from you just like that."
No doubt. Hey,
I got you this far. Now you will go ahead and do some stupid shit, just like that. You had them guns in your face. You'll be stripped, spread them. Lift your feet up. You know, they'd be like, wave your hand through your hair. You ain't even got no hair, but you got to do this shit. Stupid motherfuckers.
All right, listen. You guys heard about the monkeys? The crash with the monkeys?
No.
Supposed the CDC was sending out a truck of monkeys to Florida. And
a truck of monkeys for what?
A truck of monkeys from the CDC, lab monkeys, testing monkeys. And they crashed, and a bunch of the monkeys got free and was running around. Some bitch supposed to have gotten pink eye or some fucking. They shot her up with all kinds of rabies shots because they were like those monkeys are lab monkeys. We don't know what the fuck they got. So she's got
finish what you got to say.
Got around the rabies shots off of it, and supposedly when the cops came, they shot a bunch of the monkeys. Because they didn't want to grab them.
I ain't hear that.
So, I didn't hear that shit either. So, Stoner, how exciting was these football games this past weekend?
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
They were better the week before.
No, that KC Buffalo game was crazy.
So, I mean, I'm about to get off because I got to go do something real quick, but. This past weekend, the NFL, people were sucking the NFL's dick. That's how good this past weekend was. All 4 games went down to the last play of the game.
The Tampa Bay game sucked.
Why? Because they lost.
Horribly.
That was a great game. I mean, yeah, the Rams, which is my team, were fucking trying to give it up, but they prevailed and they won on the kick at the last second, field goal kick. But that KC game was ridiculous.
Yo, that shit! Oh my God! Yo, that KC! I caught the KC Buffalo Bills game, and I was trying to go to bed, man, and I just couldn't. These motherfuckers was just marching up the field, scoring, and then they gotta change that rule. Because it's not fair for that man to play the way he did and not get a chance to tie the game up or even win the game, man.
But you know what, though? Their defense, no one's to blame but their defense. They had a chance to stop them. They didn't stop them. That's the game. But
no, I understand that, but go ahead.
Well, what's crazy was when Buffalo scored with 13 seconds left, I had to take a shit. I said, let me just take a shit. Game's over, whatever. So while I'm pushing, I'm hearing all this shit. I had the TV up. I had to cut it in half so I can watch the fucking guy kick a field goal.
The Toddy game.
Yeah, the Toddy.
You know, he didn't have and didn't wipe because he'd have lost another 10 minutes trying to wipe that half out his ass. So you know he ran over there with a groundhog and shit poking like.
I had turtle head. So I just said, fuck it, I'll just follow it up and get back up to the living room. And then when it went to overtime, I loaded, took a shit, wiped my ass, and I was able to watch the game winner. It was
that was a really good game. Like I didn't catch, I caught bits and pieces of the other game, but that game right there, that shit had me up late, man. I couldn't believe it. And they was balling too.
And I had to be up at 4:00 in the morning, and I was so amped up, I didn't go to sleep till like 1. It was just like, I'm so fucking amped right now. I'm ready to. I had to watch the game over again in replay. I had to watch it wasn't even the game. It was the last 2 minutes. The last 2 minutes.
The last 2 minutes was the game, man. I mean, like, yo, they scored so many points. They were breaking records left and right with that shit, man.
That was crazy. I hope this weekend is the same.
It's gonna be crazy this weekend. There's only 2 games. What, they got them Saturday and Sunday?
No, just Sunday.
Just Sunday. That's right. Oh, okay.
3
and 6:30, right?
and 6:30 p.m.
Yep.
And then so we're gonna lose going to the Super Bowl. Damn.
Yep. So
rooting for the Bengals.
Oh, hold on. We gotta change the subject because we ain't talking about guns. Hey, well, I think one of the football players had guns. Come on, man, you come back in now.
Now, I just wanted to say that because I'm about to break out. Then there was something else that you wrote that I figured. What was it?
Oh, I have one before you leave. If you wanna.
Which one?
Did you know Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, their song "The Message," has been preserved for history in the Library of Congress?
Right.
With like 50 other audios. They're saving audios. I don't know. I guess those are doomsday shits or for the future, whatever. To I guess kind of like preserve our culture. I guess.
History.
What you said?
It could be our history.
Yeah, like to preserve our culture type shit.
Yeah. Our era.
Yeah, Grandmaster Furious 5. That was cool.
Yeah, that was OBB's main group, right? OBB?
Who?
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But I bet you know the record. No, you might not know the record.
Hell no.
The president of Honduras, the female president of Honduras?
The female president of Honduras. What about it?
The Rocket Man, North Korea?
All right, fellas, I gotta go. But I'll holler.
All right, Mike.
It's always good. Y'all be safe. Eric?
Yeah, be safe. Hey, yo, watch that plane.
Yeah, no, I got nothing to worry about planes. You watch the bullets, my nigga.
Yeah, I gotta watch the bullets. You ain't lying. Damn. You are not lying.
Oh, call a cop, because cops get shot.
Later.
Yeah, listen, that's what they get paid for. I ain't get paid to get shot. I mean, you get paid to uphold and protect.
No, there was just an update on that civil court. I mean, the Supreme Court ruling that the police do not have a duty to protect your life. The police do not have a constitutional duty to protect your life. That was what it was.
Okay.
So you call them, and if somebody else come with a bigger gun, that nigga could just pat you on the shoulder and be like, yo, cuz, I don't know what you did, but you done fucked up. I'm out. I'll be in the squad car. You know what I'm saying?
They're not going to do that.
They're not gonna do that. Nigga, you get a cop like me, and I show up, and I see blood circling the block, I'm like, yo, I think this nigga done fucked up. And Steve's my partner. I'm like, yo, Steve, I think this nigga done fucked up. Let's creep up on nigga before we get shot, nigga.
All day. That's me too. I'll be like, all right, partner, I'm with you. Let's creep up on this nigga. Bug guy.
Like, yo, why you got shot at? Let
me tell you something.
Okay. You on your own.
If we was cops, I would be a corrupt cop.
Nah, I won't be a corrupt cop. Nah.
Yeah, I'll be. You know what? It wouldn't be. It would be just that one time that we would do a raid, or there's all that money's all over the place. I have to take them.
No, because corrupt cops always get caught. It's an always. But what I will be is I'll be the cop that they be like, yo, Rivera, we got another one of your fucking the people shot in front of you. What the fuck's going on? What was you hiding in the closet? That bitch was pulling the door. I thought it was them.
Yeah.
Gotta get in the closet. Nah, nigga, I was already in there, Captain. There wasn't enough room for the both of us.
Yeah. I can see my case now. Why did you have to shoot him 22 times? Man, listen. I couldn't get up. I couldn't get my finger off the goddamn trigger. He was shooting, I was shooting.
Jamming.
Yo, that bullet goes zoom like that. Bang, 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 bang. Yo, that's it.
But I missed him 20 times.
I missed him. I tried 22 times.
No, let me tell you about that story. I was really upset about that because I was like, check this out. The problem with these little niggas thinking that they could be murdering their little girlfriends and murdering these little girls because they think they're gangster is because these fucking daddies are not slaughtering these niggas' families when they get arrested. You feel what I'm saying? The night I hear some shit of my kid, and it was my kid's boyfriend, that I'm gonna know about this nigga's family. I'm kindly gonna go over there in the Uber and put slugs in all those motherfuckers. Okay?
You can't. Why would you shoot everybody? Come on, that don't even make no sense.
No, because they raised the wrong nigga. They should have raised that on.
Come on, but listen, Jay,
I don't give a fuck, nigga.
Let me tell you. You say that now, but there was this. No, and I understand that. Listen, I understand that. There was a guy in jail that his daughter's boyfriend used to beat her up all the time, and she used to come home, and then she'll go right back to him. So one particular time, she came home after the boy beat her ass. You know, the father seen the bruises and all like that, and the boyfriend pulled up. He told the boyfriend to get off his property. He said, I don't even want you around my daughter. They got into some words and all like that. The guy came to the door, banging on the door. Bah, 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 I kicked your motherfucking ass. Talking to the father like that. Father shot his ass right there in front of the door. He still went to jail. And he went to jail and did 15 years.
Happens.
He didn't get charged for the body because it was self-defense. He got charged for having an illegal possession of a firearm. So don't get me wrong. I could, when somebody put their hands on your girls or your moms or your sisters, or I understand that. I understand that you would go to that extent and say, okay, let me put, but you know how many people are in that predicament and the fathers don't do nothing. That's
the problem. My niggas feel comfortable, but motherfuckers was catching more slugs instead of hugs.
Not everybody has. Like I told you, not everybody has the heart to actually go get a gun and just shoot everything that just goes wrong.
Listen, there was a story in Russia. Check this out. There's a story in Russia of this pedophile. Okay, he molested and raped a young girl, preteen. The father had gotten into an altercation with him, and they found the pedophile strangled, his neck broken, and he had bullet wounds in his back. He had been shot in the back of his head and his back, and he'd been strangled and pummeled. And the court came back with the right fucking, judgment. They came out with the right verdict. They said, you know what? We believe that this was a suicide. Case closed. Have a good day. They labeled it a suicide. My nigga had 6 gunshots in the back, 3 in the back of his head, and he was mangled. They was like, he fucked himself up.
Well, it's almost like what you were saying earlier when the cop, when that guy shot the 2 cops, the 3rd cop, like you said, oh, you shooting cops? Oh, we got to take this nigga out. Like, he should have took him out. He shouldn't have let him go to the hospital.
You remember what happened with, you remember what's his name? What was his name? Larry
Davis. Larry
Davis. You remember that?
Yeah, when he had to shoot out with all them cops.
They put out the ABB to kill him. Remember, it was kill on sight.
Yeah.
Yo, Steve, this motherfucker shot cops through the wall with a shotgun. Them niggas was diving out of the apartment like they thought that shit was a fun house.
How many cops he killed? 8, 9?
I don't remember, but he
put it up. Put it up like you do.
I gotta keep pulling out the fucking...
Because you quick to mute a motherfucker, so then you quick to pull something up.
That's the way you're talking. You see, you about to get...
I don't give a fuck.
You're
You
about
just
to
press the mute button, press the motherfucking fire button.
relax yourself.
OBB, now all of a sudden he don't want to press no buttons, but any other time you see the big ass, well, I see the big mute. Nigga, you've been muted again, John. I see it. What you talking about? Yeah, you don't remember the Larry Davis story, OBB?
No.
Yo, this motherfucker was out of the Bronx, I think, a black dude. He had a shootout, man. It was a crazy shootout. And he was shooting it out with the police. The police had him on payroll. Something jumped off. I don't know what happened. And then the police was like, yo, we got to take this nigga out. He got too much power, or whatever the case may be. And he came out blazing.
And you know that?
Listen, huh? I know he's dead.
Killed him in prison. You know the cops pay for that.
Yeah, they ain't want him to talk. The way they made it seem like he had a lot of information.
And I remember the minute that he shot those cops, that was the APB. Kill this nigger. Armed nigger. Kill him. Leave no choice of his life.
Did you pull it up?
I'm looking, but they're not giving me much. They're giving me Larry Davis, 1989, blah, 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 was American who was convicted in 1991 of drug dealing, 1986 murder, known for his he died. Criminal charges. He shot in which he was the shootout with police in which 6 officers were shot. He shot 6 cops. Asserting self-defense, he was acquitted on all the charges aside from the possession. So the same thing.
Yeah. You can't be possession.
And he just, that's what I'm saying, my nigga. All my shit is legal. I'm putting slops in the shit, nigga.
Well, you see why I be adamant about I wish I could do it legally, but it's not an issue that I have to deal with right now because, like if it was available to me, then it's one thing. But, like right now, I got so much other shit going on.
And it's a little bit more than you want to handle right now. It is available. You just, like I said, you have to track it down.
Oh, no, I don't think,
it is.
Listen, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just not available.
What I'm saying is if right now you was in prison and had nothing to do, you would have found all the information.
Yeah, of course.
But since you out and you're fucking a soft bitch, nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm free child now. I ain't penitentiary child.
You just done like I'm looking at your face, nigga. You're more like hesitantary chump, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
No. Yeah, because it's penitentiary child, and then you got soft child. You got I'm out of jail child. You got I don't never want to go back to jail child.
No, we've got different chubs. That's the same chub, nigga. It's the same chub.
No, it's not the same. All those, yeah, it's different than penitentiary chub.
Nah, penitentiary chub don't want to be in the penitentiary neither. Penitentiary
chub. But you know what? Let me tell you something. You be surprised. You go up in there and then like there's a lot of shit that you just not really with, but you got to hold your ground because niggas don't be trying to hear that shit. OBB, let me tell you, they got this. I'm gonna keep this short, Ant. They had this. I don't want to mess up the names, but just say they had a group of people, and it was like the Mexicans. So the Mexicans had a lot of gangs. So when a guy comes in and he's Mexican and he wasn't part of the gang, a certain gang felt like they could just bully him, devo him, take his shit because he's by himself, and we 20, 30, 40, 50 deep on the compound. So what wound up happening is that here come another Mexican. He ain't down with nobody. So another gang presses up on them, hypothetically. And then you get all these different Mexicans coming in because Mexicans is a big population in jail because they coming across that border and they getting locked up and they doing fed time. Well, to make a long story short, now you got all these Mexicans that are not in the gang getting extorted by these gangs over here. So they form a gang. And they become the biggest gang in jail. And then they act up.
Are they like the NFL?
Like, what you mean, like the NFL?
What is it? No, what is it? No affiliation or some shit like that. It's neutral for life, NFL?
I don't know. I never got really involved in all the different names and the only reason I keep saying Bloods and Crips because everybody knows Bloods and Crips. That shit has been going on for years. But At the end of the day, that shit was out of control. You had a bunch of people that wasn't even part of that. So the moral of the story, what I was trying to say is that even though these niggas came in and they was like, oh, the Bible, and I go to church and all like that, and after you get extorted, you got to change your way. Otherwise, you just keep getting extorted. You only got but two choices.
I understand why Chubb doesn't want to throw out any names because they don't sound tough. The Tuscaderos, the Leatherette.
Tuscaderos.
Yeah. Pinky and the Tuscaderos. Listen, at the end of the day, that's why when you go to jail, that's why I be so yeah, penitentiary stuff. Yeah, you got to deal with the reality that you really locked up, and a lot of these people don't give a fuck. They don't care. They'll take whole advantage of you.
So think about this. Dumb niggas in prison, the way you talk about it, and it's the truth about niggas in prison, bottom line is if they get a chance, they will extort you or use you, right?
Well, not everybody's like that, but
a majority.
Like, okay, yeah, well, no, it's almost like this. You might have a crackhead come up in there. Now, just because he's a crackhead and was getting smoked, he was used to, you got dudes that used to rob people. You got dudes that just go hard, and you got killers. You got people who ain't scared to tote that gun and shoot that gun. So now, say you come across a pedophile. In jail they don't get no respect. So now they push up on them. Say you come across a guy that's constantly, yeah, I'm like that. I'm about that life. You niggas ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Y'all niggas ain't shit. And here I am. I'm hungry every day, and I think this nigga's a punk. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna try him. And I'm not even trying sexually. I'm gonna go and take his shit because he keeps saying he's tough. He keeps saying he's a killer. He say he got it all. He say he this and he that, and I ain't got shit. And I ain't got nothing to lose. I ain't got nobody coming to see me. I ain't got nobody writing me, and I got an asshole full of time. So I'm gonna take his shit.
So basically, what you're saying is when motherfuckers is in need, it's all out the window.
Oh, you know what? At the same time, you just not gonna just try. And I remember it was a time we was locked up, right? And it was a big thing about people snitching, right? So there was this one dude that, on New York night, we playing basketball, and the guy was just out there shooting, minding his business. So then they went to him, yo, man, what's up? You want to play? Because they needed another guy. He started playing. He's from New York, all this other stuff. They found out he was what they call hot when you snitch. So if you snitched in prison, it's like, this nigga's hot. So what they did was they went in his room, took his shit when he wasn't around, and he was like, yo, so he reached out to the New York car, yo, let me just get my stuff. I don't care who took it. Let me just get my personal stuff back. They ain't take, they ain't give him shit. They ain't give him nothing back. They went back in there and they took more shit. So you know what? The guy said, look, I don't want no trouble. He checked in. He went to the lieutenant's office, said, I was scared. I don't want to be on this compound no more. And he left. So to a degree, the car was like, yeah, because hot niggas ain't allowed on the compound. We don't do that shit and all that stuff. Okay, now guess what happened? Another hot nigga came in, but this nigga's a killer. He hot. He telling on everybody, but he's a killer. They ain't take his shit. They didn't make this nigga check in, and as soon as he came on the compound, he told everybody, because a lot of niggas from New York knew him. He said, yo, man, I'm hot. I'm telling y'all right now, and I ain't going nowhere. I ain't checking it. You niggas gonna have to run me up top. And guess what? They let that nigga live on the compound. The mentality is crazy.
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm telling you is I'm trying to equate.
That's a good story, right, OBG?
Going on in prison with what the world is, my nigga. The real world. What I'm doing to you is I'm trying to equate what you're seeing and talking about in prison is what's outside in the world. You're seeing it more because niggas is locked up in one general area, but this shit is spread out all over America. You feel what I'm saying? So what I mean, niggas to watch your asses, get your shit together. Stop acting like you trying to get a job or more money in your job. I saw this meme, and it was something about you spending too much time trying to build your career or your position in your career, and you're leaving everything else behind you, and you're not able to enjoy yourself or some bullshit like that. And what I'm saying is, when you're saying you're too busy to help yourself, you're doing a disservice to yourself. That's all. Other than that,
No, okay, but what I'm saying is that I can understand. I can understand.
but I don't care. I don't care. Let me just tell you something.
Yo,
No. Let me just tell you something. Let me tell you.
I
And
don't care. I don't care either. That's what I keep telling you. I don't care.
I'm gonna tell you and every other motherfucking YouTube land, nigga. I got 100 guns. I got 100 clips. I'm from New York.
Yeah. So are you a rapper now? Is
I got
that what it is? Is that what you about to say?
I'm from New York.
Yeah, you're a rapper.
I got all semi-automatics that spit. Next time if you talk,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, that shit be crazy though. Oh, shout out to our one follower. Yo, Ant, why you don't say nothing to our one follower? Never.
Listen, we're gonna need to stop cursing because Titi was talking about she wants to see one of these videos. And Titi Rosie, and you got a potty fucking mouth. Okay.
Listen, you think I give a fuck about that? It's our show.
You need to clean that shit the fuck up, okay? Because I don't need my aunt listening to your fucking filth. Flying. Okay?
Okay.
Shit. Now she already knows I'm a potty mouth.
Well, she cursed too, so it's all good.
She's confused. She's been told stories and she likes you. So
have you seen her? Have you seen her down there?
I seen her recently. I was just with her. Like,
I know. I'm saying recently, like outside of the whole COVID shit.
After she left the COVID shit, you talking about? Or since COVID?
Since remember you told me she came down there and all of y'all caught COVID.
Yeah, everybody got COVID. That was like 3-4 weeks ago. No, I haven't seen her since. Okay. But I'll be seeing her soon because she's gonna be trying to come back up in another year. She's gonna go back down. She wants to do some housing shit, and once that shit gets done, she's gonna head up. And then once she heads up, then I'll go to her place and set her all up. Because I'm gonna get her armed the fuck up. I was thinking about bringing my bulletproof vest to her too, just in case you want to get squirrely. Problem is, her brother is lurking over her shoulder, looking at all the shit I'm offering her. I was like, yo, nigga.
Yeah, I heard him. You told me about that.
You can buy your own shit, old man. You better stop playing. You know what I'm saying?
It was good to see them over here.
Yeah, let me tell you something. It's a big thing to see them, yo. I love it because they got a lot more information from my daughter than I do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love it. So I was cursing DD. It's because your cousin that raised me, she ain't no fucking good. She raised me fucked up, nigga. No.
Yeah.
She gonna learn what.
Well, listen, man. It's past my bedtime, man.
All right. Let me see what else we got here. All right. Little Rocket Man is sending out more rockets out of North Korea. Why? Because Biden's a dick licker. Okay.
You see, prime example. If you a Democrat, you're not gonna like a Republican, and if you're a Republican, you're not gonna never like a Democrat.
I don't know. That's not
never. You see, name one Democrat that you like.
One Democrat that I like?
Yeah.
Now, right now, none.
No, just name a Democrat that you like.
I just told you there's not none that I actually like right now.
Prime example.
There's not no Republicans I like neither, my dude, right now.
You was Trump crazy last year when he was.
I was telling you I was Trump crazy, and I told you that cocksucker had problems the minute he came in too. The bump stock ban, he was against guns and all that. He tried to fool us too. But what I'm saying was the policy
fool me.
Going on.
I ain't fool me. I love Trump.
Going on, and the shit that he was doing against ISIS was actually effective. That's all I'm saying. Right now, ISIS is coming back, and he had smashed them. Now they're coming back. So you tell me. What the fuck benefits? It had nothing to do with the person. It was what the policies was going on. You faggots is all pissed off about him tweeting. Okay, cool. He's not tweeting.
I didn't care. Remember I told you I didn't care? And listen, under Trump, I got two stomachs.
Look at the situation we in right now. We got Russia.
What I said, OBB, I got two stimulus.
China trying to take over. Listen, this is stupid. Because
I need to bring him back.
Hey, did you
use another stimulus?
You know who Neil Young is?
Who?
Yes.
All right, did you hear about that? He tried to get Joe Rogan kicked out of Spotify.
Yeah.
Did you hear what happened?
No.
No.
Well, Spotify said farewell, Neil Young, and said we hope he comes back to us one day.
So they told that to Neil Young?
Yes, I don't know who Neil Young is, but he's a singer. And he tried to go on Spotify and say, listen, either you guys knock off Joe Rogan or you take my fucking music out of your fucking playlist. So they did the announcement. They was like, we're sorry to see Neil Young go. We hope he comes back.
Fucking Rogan's got the hottest show on Spotify.
He gets like 11 million a day.
Yeah. He's
what?
got
He gets 11 million?
Yo,
He's just like a podcast?
Podcast? Yeah, but it's a video podcast, so you can see the people. It's good. It's a good show. If you like,
check it out.
But he's blown the fuck up, man. He's got too many. For somebody to do that, that's just stupid. It's just stupid, bro. You know, but whatever.
You said Jeff Rogan?
Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan.
Okay.
Do you remember Fear Factor? He was on Fear Factor. Do you remember UFC? He used to do the commentating for UFC. Joe Rogan. He was a stand-up comedy. Come on, but you was in prison all that time.
Forgot.
I know. I know. You didn't forget.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? I'm almost 6 years out, man.
And you still talking about penitentiary Chubb? You institutionalized motherfucker.
No, I'm paying taxes, Chubb now. I'm paying taxes, Chubb.
Pay taxes,
shit. That's right. It's different. But listen, I'm going to bed, man, because I gotta get up early.
All right. We'll see you later. Goodbye, chubby doggy.
Penitentiary
Penitentiary
Chubb dog. Okay. And live from the BX. So I one follower. We holla.
Holla.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night.
All right, brother. Good looking out.
Uh-huh.
All right, what's the last story I got, Stevie? What is the last story I got? And the last story I got is Honduras has their first female president. I wonder if they'll do a porn about her.
You beat me to it.
No, come on. Who else is going to... Listen, they tried the shit with Hillary and what was the Republican chick?
Waylon Palin.
Waylon Palin, you know what I'm saying? They got to throw some shit with this chick. What's her name? Ortiz or Castro? Castro's her name.
Yes.
Getting in the asshole of Castro. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean no disrespect to the ladies acting like that. I'm just saying that. Fuck it. Throw the porn. Public people are always open to ridicule and stupid shit. Subjected to that shit.
Kamala Harris, Castro, and we'll pick one other somewhere.
Hey, one of the Supreme Court judges is gonna retire, and Joe Biden wants it to be a colored woman.
Yep.
Who do you think it'll be? I already know who.
Anybody that Trump doesn't pick, I don't care.
It's gonna be Oprah Winfrey, bitch nigga.
Oprah
Winfrey's gonna be our new Supreme Court judge.
Oh, great.
You get a bill. You get a bill. Everybody gets a bill. Are these bills be ratified? No, I'm just giving you a bill, bitch. All right, well, Stevie's yawning. It's time to go.
Yep.
Steven, I want to thank you for joining the show.
Thank you, Mr. Live.
My nigga right here. She's the only white guy I can say this is my nigga in front of a bunch of niggas. And they be like, yo, who the fuck is he talking about? I be like, yo, thanks, my nigga. Who the fuck? Yo, hey, little Chico, who are you talking to? Talking to the white
Little Chico.
You call him the white man, nigga? Yeah, my nigga right there. Chub dog, penitentiary Chub, scared of the penitentiary Chub. His name is I'm scared of the penitentiary Chub. Or I Obama's dick Chub. One of those two is his natural name. Thank Mikey Mike for joining the show. And Nellaby always in the background laying shit down. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the fuck up out of here. Tonight I was smoking again. Long live the king. Mad Mofo from Cadwell. Right? Caldwell cigars. Caldwell. See, this is Stevie's picture when he was younger. That was the bike they got Steve for Christmas.
Wish
Yes.
I still had it.
Man, I wish too, nigga. That should be worth money, and we'd be putting bitches on the beach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get up out of here. Let me throw out the intro. We'll catch you guys next week. Steve Stoner, Ant Live, Mikey Mike, Chuck Dog, and Nella P when the fuck she feels like being on. So we out of here. Peace.
The D420 Show is sponsored in part by YB Incorporated, clothing line and barbershops.
I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm a doctor when you need, want some coke, have some weed. You know me, I'm your friend, your main boy, thinking me. I'm your pusher.
Fueled by Ant Live Comedy, powered and directed by Ant Live Comedy. Humor added by Ant Live Comedy. We'd like to thank all our friends and our fans all across the world who've been listening to us on blogtalkradio.com/It's the D420 Show. Also watching us up on YouTube.com/The D420 Show. Thanks, y'all. Bud, peace, and happiness.
Ain't I clean, bad machine, super cool, super mean, feeling good, but
Fuck all this. Fuck all this. So today at lunchtime, I bounce off, right? I gotta go to Home Depot and I go stop at a cigar spot, right? I meet the two of the most, how do you say, non-personable motherfuckers in the world. First of all, they run up on me when I open the humidor to look inside. These motherfuckers ran up on me like straight up Chinese people with niggas in the store. Hurry up and buy! Hurry, bay and buy! Go! I was like, yo, dogs, you gonna run up on me? Do me a favor. Why don't you find me a Davidoff? Go find me a Cohiba. Go find me this. Go find me that. By the time I was done, it was $100 and something, bro. Right? The nigga brings me up and he gives me my loose cigars. So I go, what the fuck is you doing? He's like, here. I go, bitch, you better go get a plastic bag and go find some fucking little Humi packs, nigga. The fuck is wrong with you? I drop over 100, I'll fucking smack you, you fucking Greek little fuck. I was
So
looking,
going back.
I ain't never going back to that fucking place. We didn't have a great selection, and out of the shit selection that he had, I spent over $100, and he's still looking at me like I'm in there fucking buying cigars in the gas station. Looking at this cocksucker like, fuck this monkey motherfucker. And I was like, yo, bro, you niggas need to learn how to address people when they walk in. How you doing? Whatever. I'm walking into your store. I'm dropping $100 and something. You think this is the first time I walk into a store and do that, you cocksucker? I just walked out like, these niggas is ridiculous. He gave me a card. I crumbled that shit up and threw it on the floor. Fucking dick licker over here. Want me to fucking come back and see us again. Go fuck your mother, nigga. I'm getting up out of here. I'll holler at you this